Previously on Island Life.
Here is the ferry terminal now. Obviously there's been more stuff added in. They've started putting in the roofing for the front of the terminal as well.
And I'm going to go in, Islanders, but you're not invited. And they don't allow me to film.
And I didn't even record any of that walk home because it's boring as always. Okay, Islanders, it's the next day, it's morning now, and we're just heading down to the RSL. There's that big transmission tower that we've seen in another episode, if you remember. Yeah. What I've noticed, Islanders, is that there's a footpath on the side here. And the footpath ends right there. And from here, people will have to obviously walk along the edge of the road here until you get to that RSL. Well, the weather today is a lot better than what it was yesterday. I think we can say that, definitely. Yes, this way. Well, the weather today is a lot more better than what it was yesterday. It was much... No, keep going. It's over there. Here you go, right out. So yes, so I'll see you all later. Okay, Islanders. Gonna grab something out of the freezer. It's not that, it's what's below it that I'm grabbing. This one. This is what I'm having for dinner tomorrow. So I needed to get that out, and you can put this back in here. As you can see, these doors are empty here. I've still got some hideous drumsticks that I want to empty out of there. Alright, so that's that right there. And I'm obviously going to be having that for dinner. Well, that's at least part of the dinner. Yeah. Okay, Islanders. Now that I've done that, let's switch on to Fetch TV and see what's happening there. I know the TV's off now, but I'll switch it on and switch it over to HDMI to where I believe it would be the Fetch TV HDMI HDMI port. Just switching high and low because the remote always disappears on me. I'm going to need two hands to search the remote. Okay, now that I've got the remote, I'm going to switch it on and I'm going to turn it over to HDMI 1 because that is where the Fetch TV is. Fetch TV is on HDMI 1.
16, a teenager.
The HDMI 1. And of course it has Paw Patrol. So that verifies to me that the Fetch TV is working. Of course, I love Paw Patrol, so I'm obviously going to watch that now. So I'll see you Islanders later. I actually have to block this for copyright. So I'll see you Islanders later. Okay. It's boring. It is absolutely boring. It's just totally boring on TV, nothing on. yeah, nothing else to update you. Yeah, so we're just another 2 weeks to go and Uncle Thomas is out of Indiana. Which means that you're not going to be seeing him from there. So from the 19th onwards, you're not going to be seeing him for a long while. It's going to be a few months before you do see him again, which I think will satisfy some of you Islanders, since some of you really hate him, don't like him at all. So that's what will happen there. Now on a positive though, I have some good news for you Islanders. I've gone ahead and rendered up, not those, but I now have made up to 800 Island Life episodes already rendered. And that is an achievement in itself. That's really cool that I was able to render that many episodes ever since beginning it all the way back in 2020. So that means that you most likely will be seeing that before you see this episode, of course. Because I'm going to go ahead and get them rendered later on. It's just I've got some more episodes to edit. Yeah, because it's starting to pile up now again. And I want to keep the workload low. Because of the increasing maintenance of not only the office but the surrounds of the office as well. Yeah. And I'm going to be some point in the future I'm going to be seeing Doctor in regards to this lifelong amnesia thing that I've been suffering with since 2020. I think you Islanders have been, because I've been hinting at it in 2020. Like I've been dropping hints that I might have had it beforehand. I don't really open up much about that. I try to avoid it so you Islanders are not stressed out about it. I just do my best to hide it because you Islanders don't want to sit here and hear me ramble about how I hate it and how I have to live with it now because there's no cure for it. You don't want to hear that. None of you Islanders want to hear that. So I keep silent about that. And yeah, it's been going on for 2 years now. Anyways, I do hope that you enjoy what we have in store for our future episodes from 800 onwards. And in about 17 days, there is a little light at the end of our tunnel. A little light at the end of the tunnel, which will be in 17 days' time. It's going to be a little light at the end of our tunnel that we're obviously going to be able to get there. And I will be so pleased to finally be able to go through, but we're not going to see that till around October, because we've got lots of things coming up. Lots of expenses that have to be paid through, so that's why we're obviously going to be suffering for a little while longer in here. But I'm thinking that by the start of next year we should be good to go, and we will obviously be able to bring back what you know and love. But we won't worry about that till we get to that checkpoint, unfortunately. So with that is, of course, where we will. Thanks for watching this episode of Island Life Living in Poverty. Leave a like and subscribe or follow, depending on when you're watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Don't forget to click below and subscribe to the official Island Life YouTube channel.